Buongiorno everyone, I'm Ariel with Urbanist, and let's explore the plaza on Capitoline Hill, which is surrounded by the Capitoline Museum. These steps are grand entrance to what is one of the oldest museums in the world. It has been running ever since the early 1700s, but before then it was a private collection of Pope Sixtus IV in 1431 when he started this collection on Capitoline Hill. Capitoline Hill being one of the crucial spots during the ancient Roman Empire. We're behind Victor Emmanuel Monument, and here we're approaching these amazing statues. But on this 360 tour, I wanted to show you one of the most iconic bronze statues of all ancient Rome. This bronze statue is of the king or the emperor that became worldwide popular about 20 years ago due to a very famous movie that kickstarted an interest in ancient history. That movie was Gladiator, and that emperor was not the evil one, but the good one that died in the beginning. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius right here on his horse. Now this is a recreation. The original is inside the Museum Capitoline, which you can visit and highly recommend doing so. But I think it's more memorable to see it out here in this square. Marcus Aurelius is looking very stoic, determined, probably telling his soldiers to be at ease. Now, stoic. We often use that word, but we truly don't know its depth. You can call Marcus Aurelius one of the greatest students of Stoicism. More than a student, because he ended up becoming one of the greatest teachers of Stoicism, since his meditations are still read to this day and quoted by many of our top business leaders, entrepreneurs, and also people who are world leaders. They read the meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And Marcus Aurelius believed in Stoicism. Stoicism is this belief of continuing forward, persistence, always not being shaken by your circumstances, because circumstances are fleeting, they're always moving forward, they're always moving about, everything shall pass, and just keep with your head forward. And that was Marcus Aurelius, and you can really see that within this statue. Another kind of feature of Stoicism is this kind of seriousness towards life. Not so much in the sense of life is suffering, like is interpreted by the crucifixion of Jesus, but more so that life has its challenges, and you gotta take it with the utmost seriousness. Now, unfortunately, Marcus Aurelius had a tragic flaw, and that tragic flaw was being a bit too serious and a bit too stoic with his own son, Commodus. He tried to groom Commodus to become an emperor. However, Commodus did not grow with true affection and love from his own father. That was beautifully depicted in the movie Gladiator, and we can believe with good reason that was accurate, at least that aspect of Gladiator. And Commodus, when he became emperor, he didn't really want to rule. He was tired of this official political life that he grew up while under the wing of his father, and he decided to just revel in the pleasures of being emperor. And for all other important emperor duties, he decided to just either delegate them or take care of them by killing senators or anyone else off. We're going to learn more about Commodus in the Colosseum, so stay tuned for that. Here is Marcus Aurelius on horseback, one of the most iconic images of Imperial Rome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's actually, wait up. Let's see a little bit more. Here, I think we have a symbol of ancient Rome, which we don't see as often here. Surprisingly, you see it more in New York. You see it less here in ancient Rome. I'm not entirely sure why. But here we have what appears to be Minerva, also known as Athena in ancient Greece, holding the globe, and the globe is a symbol of power. You often see the globe even in Roman Catholic churches. Now, a few emperors were fans of Minerva, but here we see another classic ancient Roman image. We have the reclining god, probably the god Roma himself, but here we have Romulus and Remus being suckled by the she-wolf. This is the founding myth of Rome. They were two brothers that grew up together, and then they came onto this muddy, swampy land that we now know as Rome. However, there was only one way to rule it, only one person that can. Romulus murdered Remus and took total control, becoming the very first king of Rome, according to the myth. Now, pro tip, there is a terrace cafe on top of the Capitoline Museum, which you do not need to pay museum admission to access, and it has one of the best views of Rome. Stay tuned, I might be taking photos of that. Thank you so much for watching this 360 video. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. Arrivederci, amici.